Hey everybody, it's Andy Blanks here from Dnow Online with your teacher prep video for Imitator Lesson 1. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm excited because if you're watching this, it means that you're about to kick off an awesome weekend of leading teenagers in small group. And it really is the heart of your Disciple Now or Retreat weekend, is the time that you spend leading teenagers in these groups. So I'm excited to be with you. How these teacher prep videos work is real simple. We're going to look at two things. We're going to look at kind of the heart of the biblical passage that you'll teach for this lesson. And I want to make sure that you know exactly what the application is to take from that passage. So you'll cover a lot of things in your lesson. I want to make sure we cover those two things, and you'll be great. You will have satisfied the purpose that lesson fits in the course of the 4 small group sessions for your weekend. So in Imitator, Lesson 1, and this is basically the theme verse or the theme passage kickoff for your weekend. And so from this perspective, this video is going to work a little differently in this lesson as well, because really what you're trying to do is just more or less introduce the theme and really get your students to think about this concept in an introductory way. So you're going to be focusing in on just Paul's words in Ephesians 5:1-2. Just this idea of what it means to be an imitator of God, and then you're going to pull back a little bit. You're going to look at all of Scripture. Not all of Scripture, that would take more than just your small group time, right? But you're going to look at a few different passages of Scripture to see where else this call to be an imitator of God is fleshed out. So you're kind of making the case for your kids, for your students, that this is indeed something that is reflected throughout Scripture. Then the application for this is we want to get them thinking about why. We want to get them thinking about motivation. It's not some form of misguided legalism. We're not imitating God so that somehow we can win His favor. We know Christ did that for us on the cross. The motivation, Paul gives us the answer: as dearly loved children. And so it's just this idea that we imitate God born out of this relationship that we have as a child to a father, and all that goes in that. And certainly that relationship is not ideal in this earth. And you may have some points to talk about that. But as we know, God is the perfect Father, the perfect loving Father, and that in that ideal relationship as children, our desire should be to follow after God out of love for Him and a desire to be like our loving Father. So that's kind of the motivation, and that's the takeaway for this particular lesson. So I hope you have a great lesson in small group, and check back here next time for your Lesson 2 teacher prep video.